Welcome back to the Runpreneur vlog, and today we're going to be talking about barefoot running in the hills and off-road terrain of the Forest of Dean. So the Runpreneur vlog is part of the Runpreneur challenge, which is our mission to save the lives of children by raising £1 million for 6 amazing children's charities, which between them cover the whole spectrum of issues affecting children on a global scale. We're going to do this by embarking on a crazy running challenge of trying to vlog run the one lap of the world on consecutive days. So to put it in perspective, it's a 12-year challenge of consecutive daily running, at least 5 kilometres whilst vlogging, and I even do it barefoot style. I just need to see which way I'm going here. I think I'm going this way. I hope I'm going this way. Sorry. So it's 12-year challenge. It's 40,075 kilometres, just shy of 25,000 miles. It's 4,292 days of consecutive running. So it's pretty epic. So if you want to find out how to support the challenge, please go to the links in my bios or the website challenge.runpreneur.co, and let's get started. So, running barefoot style, off-road and in hilly terrain in the Forest of Dean. So first and foremost, I am a barefoot runner. I run in Vibram 5 fingers V runs. Okay, so I should be in their V trails running shoes, for which is off-road barefoot running footwear for this terrain, but I am running in V runs, which are their road-based barefoot running footwear. So the difference between the two are primarily the thickness of the sole and the support, because I don't know if you can see, hopefully the video editor will pan the camera so you can see what I'm running on. This is pebbly, rocky terrain, and because I'm wearing a really thin-soled barefoot running style running shoe, I'm feeling every undulation in my foot, which is quite painful after a period of time. So the V-Trails would be more suitable because they have a slightly thicker sole, slightly more supportive barefoot running shoe, which would allow me to bound along these kind of this pebbly terrain or gravelly terrain more effectively. But anyway, power of hindsight. So Vibram, which are kindly supporting me in my crazy running challenge, hopefully I'll be able to get some off-road Vibrams from them at some point in the future too. But anyway, V-runs it is today. So what you need to consider when running barefoot in off-road hilly terrain. Well, first and foremost, with most running shoes or traditional running footwear, you'll generally find that they're quite supportive. You've got quite a lot of padded cushioning. So most of the terrain I'm running on today isn't massively off-road. I mean, it's this kind of really undulated, rocky underfoot, but a really padded sole would absorb it quite well. I'm just going past some people, so just bear with me a second. I think I have to go this way. Afternoon. Oh, yeah. So hopefully I'm going the right way. It appears I am. So yeah, so if you're wearing really padded running footwear, you wouldn't really feel too much underfoot. But the danger of that is that because you've got so much padding, you generally land heavier underfoot. Now what that means is if you do, for little rocks and undulations, it's not such a bigger issue, but if there's like a bigger hole or a root of some kind that's big enough to turn your ankle, you can get quite a lot of ankle turns by doing that. Now barefoot running is far more sensitive in line with the ground, as in you can feel everything of the ground. Okay, so I feel every little contour, and what that means is that my running efficiency is improved because I'm going down quite a steep slope here and watching my footing. But what it means is that I run very soft underfoot. So I'm not heel striking, I'm landing on the balls of my feet very softly. I'm controlling the descent here. If it was a road, I'd let my legs go, but I have to watch where I'm landing very, very carefully here because of the terrain that I'm running on. So because I'm landing lighter, those kind of potholes and big obstacles that you can potentially turn your ankles for, I'm more in tune with the ground. So hopefully I'm less likely to roll an ankle because I'm landing a lot softer underfoot than you would if you're in traditional running footwear. So that's one difference, is barefoot running. Something was having a snack on my thigh, on my calf, I might add. Something definitely bit me then. But anyway, onwards and upwards. I'll go right here. Got to watch where I'm going. So that's one thing. The other thing you need to consider is the strain on your calf muscles. So barefoot running, because you're landing on the balls of your feet, your calf muscles are working a lot harder. Now, if you're a fully transitioned barefoot runner, shouldn't be much of a problem because your calves should be well in tune to running barefoot, which means your calves will be stronger. This is quite some incline I'm doing here, by the way. So calf strength is important when you're running up and down hills, because to get uphill, you're generally going to be on your tiptoes. If you run more flat-footed, gravity will pull you back down. So running up hills, like I am now, trying to keep my breath, it's very much a toe-based form, leaning forward, leaning into the slope, small steps, try and keep a similar pace, but you'll obviously be going slower because they're smaller steps. And the argument is that you'll gain that time back on the downslope, i.e. you'll be taking less effort, you'll be going quicker coming down. But it does take its toll, as you can hear from my voice and breath going up these hilly slopes. Where am I going now? Left. All right, nice, a nice bit of flat for a bit now. Hopefully catch my breath back. But so that's a consideration, calf strength. You also need to be very, very aware of where you're landing. Again, as I said before, with traditional footwear, you can pretty much land your foot most places because the padding will be sufficient. Barefoot style, even the odd solitary pebble that you don't see and you land too heavily on will potentially really hurt the sole of your foot, even if you're well conditioned. Now, the most conditioned barefoot runners, people talk they've got like elephant or rhino skin on the soles of their feet, but I've been doing this now for the best part of a couple of years, and although I can take most, I do get the odd pebble that will really, I will feel it on the sole of my foot. So where your foot placement is really, really important. As you can see, if the camera can pan to this terrain at the moment, very rocky, very undulating, and I'm having to try and find soft ground to land my foot because I'm coming downhill slightly as well. So just see where I am. I come through here and go straight on. So yeah, that's another consideration of doing that. Like I say, I would suggest if you're going to attempt barefoot off-road, get some some barefoot off-road or trail shoes to do it in. It's a lot harder in running barefoot style footwear. So just a suggestion there. So hopefully that's useful. Let me just go past this lady and just say good afternoon. Afternoon. A couple of dogs, hopefully they don't savage me. But yeah, ultimately, off-road and gradient with barefoot running, you need to be much more aware of foot placement. You need to be aware of calf strength, especially when you're going up hills. If you're new to barefoot running, I would not suggest trying to run hills barefoot style. Oh, I'm going down here past this gentleman. Afternoon. Someone finding me running very funny. But anyway, yes, I wouldn't suggest, as if I'm coming down hills and even my calves coming down on hills, I'm feeling them here because I'm not used to too much gradient like I'm doing at the moment. Let me just check I'm going right. 1 second. Check I'm on the right route. Yeah, I am, which is always a good sign. So foot placement, calf strength is key. Appropriate footwear is the third one. They're the three things I would certainly consider when doing hill training barefoot style, and certainly when you're doing off-road. So hopefully that's useful. Sorry it's a little bit sporadic today. I always get a bit more sporadic when I'm trying to navigate whilst vlogging. But any questions, drop me a comment. I'll respond to everyone. Remember, this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is our mission to save the lives of children by raising £1 million for 6 amazing children's charities, which between them will cover the whole host of issues affecting children on a global scale. We're doing a crazy running challenge to raise this money, which is run vlogging on consecutive days, the distance of 1 lap around the world. It is a crazy 12-year consecutive daily running challenge. I have to vlog whilst doing it. I do it barefoot style as well. 40,075 kilometres, 4,292 consecutive days worth of running at least 5k, so it's pretty challenging. Check out the links in my bio if you want to find out how to support the challenge, or the website challenge.runpreneur.co. It's not .co.uk, it's just .co, and it's Runpreneur, spelled Runpreneur. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you tomorrow.